We became interested in the Building Learning Power because we found that lots of our children, although we were teaching them the content of the national curriculum, were struggling to maintain that or build on that because they didn't have the skills of learning, so they weren't resilient, they couldn't manage their distractions. So actually we felt we needed to teach them those to enable them to make progress. And the online unit meant that every teacher had access to training, so it would reach all members of staff in terms of consistency across the school.
And how's it gone so far?
It's been really successful. We've just done the perseverance units to start with. We're just starting the collaboration one. And what I really like is that all the teachers have access to it. So they can have those common conversations amongst themselves, which might happen in staff meetings, team meetings, or just, in the corridor or in classrooms, because they've all got that common language. They've all got the same understanding of what it means to persevere or to be resilient or to collaborate with another child. So I think that's given them the confidence to have those conversations about their children.
And what about this as a way of doing CPD? It's online, it's a bit strange, it requires people to do a bit on their own and then a bit in a team. Is that sort of thing working for you?
It is working because I think, as I said earlier on, every staff has access to it. So rather than us just sending one member of staff on a course and then feeding back, everybody has the same information, so they're much more confident at talking about the subject. It's much cheaper than sending one person on a course and coming back. But also I think for us we give people time to read the online unit, so that's part of the staff meeting time. So they have that time on their own, then they have that time in the team, and those conversations I think are the most important part about planning what they do next and evaluating what has happened. Myself, I've done online units before in terms of online learning, and I felt because there's that balance between the online unit and the time in team meetings, you're not isolated as just reading something. You have the opportunity to have those conversations and put it into practice. And I think that balance between the two is really important, because otherwise it can just become theoretical. And I think also because it's every 3 weeks, every month, there's that expectation that you will do something because you're then going to talk about it at a team meeting later. So you've almost got to do it, because otherwise you're being held to account by the rest of your team as well.
Yes. A bit like Weight Watchers.
A bit like Weight Watchers in Slimming World, yes. But also it's that team motivation as well, isn't it? And if people are struggling with something, someone else can actually say, well, that was really good in my class and I tried that, or have you tried doing it a different way? So you're not isolated on your own as a teacher.